What's up everybody, Fortexfiend here, and welcome back again to another video on SD Gundam G Generation Eternal. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys which SSRs I personally recommend you should be setting as your favorite for the half anniversary early bird unit assembly campaign. I saw in my previous videos that I posted a few days ago that you guys were asking, hey, which SSR should you recommend? So here we go. But before I go ahead and get started with that, you guys know the drill. If you enjoy what you see on this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, notification bell, like or dislike, and comment down below which one did you guys pick and are you happy with the choice that you made. Now, full disclosure, before I go ahead and get started on this, this is aimed to help primarily newer players or light spenders or free to play, because if you're a whale, or if even if you spend like a ton of money on this game or a little bit of money, you already might have a majority of these SSRs. So this video might not apply to you. But you know, I get it. If you're still playing this game, or if you're a newer player and you're on the fence and you're wondering, hey, which one should I choose? Then this video is for you. And if you're not and you still want to watch, well, thank you for the support. All right. So this is the website for this. Now, when you first log into this, I'm going to be leaving the link in the video description as well as the pinned comments. It's going to ask you to log in with your Bandai Namco ID. Make sure to have that handy. Log in, and then afterwards, it's going to take you to this page. So this is ongoing up until 9/26/2025, 11:59 JST. And right over here, it says use 10 times. So you can use it up to 10 times. And if you want to add 10 more tries, you just have to post to X regarding the results that you got. So you can essentially get up to 20 rolls on this. Okay, so it's gonna allow you to set your units as your favorites. Now I know it has SSR, that's the one we're gonna be talking about here, and then afterwards it has SR and R. Guys, I'm gonna keep it real. SSR is the one that matters. There's not really a lot to talk about the SR and the R gachas. If you guys really want to get, like, you know, theory crafting down and dirty with the SR and Rs, by all means go ahead and do so, but I don't want to waste your time with that. You guys care about the SSRs, okay? All right, so you go over here, and now I went ahead and confirmed this with my Discord, but the SSRs that are available that you can select as your favorite are ones that do not have a pilot. So not every single SSR is featured on this, because originally when I was going to make this video, I was going to be like, well, you should choose the SSR that comes with a pilot, but they're not represented in this list here. There's a very, very specific list that is represented here. So just be sure to keep that in mind, because if you're trying to hunt down a specific pilot, well, chances are you might not find it here because it's not here. Okay, so just keep that in mind, that there's the units that are available in this particular like SSR selector will not have accessible pilots. So these are the ones that are going to be available here. There's a total of 49. Now, which ones are the ones that I personally recommend? Well, the first one that I'm going to recommend is going to be this one right here, which is the Zero Shiki. Zero Shiki is a supporter type unit, UC series, test type, AU, get unstoppable. Also part of Gundam Zeta, as you can see right there. Its terrain capability is fantastic on this unit. And then afterwards, if you take a look at the particular debuffs this unit has, it has physical damage up, as well as beam damage up, 30%, 20% respectively, which is solid. Afterwards, increased max energy, increased mobility, and it also has a vigor condition, increasing its attack and defense when you are at max or higher. So this is one that I would recommend if you guys are either lacking it or want another copy. The other one that I'm going to be recommending is going to be another supporter unit, and this unit has been talked about since the beginning of the game. Rising Freedom is a fantastic supporter type unit. If you take a look at the tags, Alternative Series, Protagonist, Unstoppable, Seed Series, Ace unit. Look at the terrain capability. It has, you know, space, air, land. It's a very, very, very good unit. It also can transform if needed. And if you take a look at the debuffs that it has a defense down 30% with a range up to 4, as well as a damage taken from beam weapons up to 3. It also has max energy increase, variable phase shift armor, and energy recovery, and it has shield defense. This is probably one of the better gacha supporter type SSR units that you could pick up. So if you are looking to consider which one you should set as your favorite, this is another one. And again, these are the ones that are featured on the actual website, because I wanted to make sure that I got my information correct because some of you were wondering, oh, which one should I get with a pilot? But unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're being featured there. And the last one that I'm going to recommend, and this should come as to no surprise, is S Gundam. This thing is just absolutely insane. This thing is taken into PvE, it's taken into Master League. It is just such a versatile unit, being an SSR, and it competes, especially with the limit breaks and SP coins. It competes with URs, which is crazy. UC series, protagonist, test type, EFSF, which is a very versatile tag, and one-shot killer, which even at the time of the recording of this video is still considered one of the best tags in the game. Terrain capability is good. It's part of Gundam Double Zeta and Gundam Sentinel. And as you can see right here, it has a decent, range 1 melee attack. Afterwards, it has Alice, which is a special. It's only range up to 2, but it does have increased critical damage by 20%. It has a 4 range, which is awesome, at the 550, 160 power. And then afterwards, it has a 5 range. For an SSR, that's, I haven't really seen a lot of SSR attackers with a 5 range, but the power is not that great. But it does have critical damage increased by 30%, and it is special. And if you take a look at its abilities, it has increased attack, increased accuracy, and HP conditions, increased attack by 20% when HP is full. So this thing is stacking a lot of attack, and it can also transform depending on, the need, if you needed to transform. And if you take a look at it right here, with the conditional passive and SP, it reaches an attack of 12,257, which is pretty impressive. That's almost comparable to some URs that we've seen in the game. So I would highly recommend S Gundam. Again, this should come as no surprise. This particular unit has been talked about a lot. A lot of players have been using it. I use it. A lot of other, longtime players have used it. So I definitely highly recommend this one if you don't have it, or if you need copies of it for a limit break. And then a dark horse that I want to recommend, and some of you might find this a hot take, but it's going to be the Dark Gundam. And the reason being, and first of all, this is a defender type Gundam. It does have tough as nails, which is a good tag and alternative. And it does have large machine. But the reason why I recommend this is, I don't know if you guys have seen the hints of what's to come for the half anniversary, but G Gundam is mentioned. G Gundam is mentioned. It's been confirmed by the producer as well. There's a post that I saw posted on X. It was posted on Reddit. G Gundam is coming out, meaning that there's going to be a lot of G Gundam content coming out. And we know that that means, more Eternal Roads and things like that. So if you happen to not have this unit, this is one to consider. It is a defender. As you can see right here, it does have an attack down 30%, which is always useful. It has a range of 4 on that, which again is very, very good. It doesn't have the greatest passives. I mean, it only has 2, which is increased defense and HP restoration. So it's solid when it comes to that. But the reason why I'm pushing this unit as to consider for a favorite when it comes to utilizing this is because of the content that we know is about to come. So this is going to be kind of like the runner-up dark horse recommendation for this particular half anniversary, pre-celebration. But that's going to go ahead and conclude my video for this. Again, you guys have been asking, so I'm delivering. My apologies if this took a while, because I've just been really, really busy with IRL things. I've been a lot busier with my job and things like that. So, that's the reason why I couldn't get this out in time. But here it is. Hopefully it helps you guys out. Let me know what SSR you guys selected for this particular celebration. Thank you guys again for watching. Stay tuned for the next video, and stay blessed, everybody.